You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard.
Welcome back, Tomes of the Chaos Bard fans and family. My name is DM Dave, and to the left I have
Henley.
Boudreaux
Lila Grotha.
Roscoe.
and Fenrir. And last time, to recap, the group is in bad shape. Fenrir is down but stable. Boudreaux is trying to keep Keth alive. Lila and Garotha are badly injured and captured the bowman with Roscoe to help. Henley has Oscar restrained. And with that, the brutal battle has just happened. 9 bad guys are down. 2 are captured. Though they have won this battle, there are still more bandits in the mines somewhere. How will they survive? Who will survive? What is their next course of action? Let's find out.
We've only killed 9.
Just 9 of them.
Oh, no.
And you have 2 tied up right now.
Yep.
So, to kind of put the layout out there, Roscoe and Lila Garotha, you guys have the archer captured. He's restrained. Lila has the axe to his throat. Boudreaux, you're sitting there pounding health into Keth. He is unconscious with no signs of life. Henley, you have Oscar pinned to the ground. And Fenrir's taking a nap.
He's
He's taking his meditation long rest.
Typical Fenny.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
good question. We all look to Roscoe.
Let's see. I'll probably start talking to the guy the archer.
Okay.
See kind of what information I can get out of him. So Lila, right? Mm-hmm. Lila today has right now has him pinned down. So I'm gonna go up and start. I think I'll just walk up to him and how many people know we're here, or kind of just start
How many of you are there? Where
prodding
are you
questions out of him.
Okay, he's staying silent, kind of giving you a smug look.
Can I backhand him? Whoosh.
You sure can.
No, I wouldn't do that. Roscoe wouldn't do that.
I was say, how tall is he compared to you?
I thought he's on
Well,
the
he's
ground.
pinned.
I thought he was- yeah.
He's on his knees
Yeah.
with an axe to his neck, so you're pretty much almost.
So I could
eyesight.
headbutt him.
Oh yeah, your eyesight with him.
Why did you do that? This sounds like a horrible idea.
Jeffers, I don't have the help for that.
I headbutt him. Ha!
Ain't
I'm
nobody
down.
got the help for that except Henley and Herla.
Speaking of health, maybe, health potion.
Okay, yeah, he's staying silent. He's not. Doesn't seem to want to answer.
Okay. Henley will be like, Boudreaux, can you watch this guy while I go give Fenrir a health potion?
I don't think you notice that he doesn't hear you. I think he's very concentrated, and he's probably praying and
Because he's overworking on Cat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he hears you.
Okay.
And Hurla's by you, Boudreaux, by the way.
Oh, okay. And if he hears you, he's not reacting.
I will then, scoot Oscar, kick him a little so that he'll move. So I can go over to Fenrir and give him a health potion.
Okay, he moves with you. You can tell he's not.
He's not
I
fighting
don't
it.
kick him enough to hurt him. It's a nudge,
Right,
but
did
it's
you have
enough
him-
to be move.
You help him up to help him walk over, or are you going to have him crawl over?
Yeah, crawl over.
Okay.
Henley is not in a good mood. She hasn't had her
'Cause
sleep.
he was going to try and stand up, but if you force him to his knees and make him crawl, he will.
I guess she'll let him up.
Okay. So he walks over with you to Fenrir. And you're going to try and give him a health potion? Mm-hmm. Okay. So with this, because you're trying to force an unconscious person to drink liquids,
Yeah.
He's only going to get half of what that health potion would give.
Right. But it will get him on his feet.
Yeah, so you'd still have to roll for it.
I'm just trying to find. I think I only have one of those baby ones.
There's a medicine check. Could that make him come up or no?
It would
just
stabilize him.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't help bring him up.
Okay. It's just 2d4. No additions for the ones that we got at. Henley's home.
Boudreaux's potions,
That's
right?
It's a 1d4 plus 2.
1d4 plus 2. Ooh! 6.
And then half that
3.
is what Fenrir gets. So Fenrir is now conscious with
What
help.
if you only got one?
And I try and help Fenrir up.
Yeah, you would only need one.
Or at least sit on the ground so he's not like laying on his back.
Okay. Roscoe, did you have any other ideas? Trying to get him to talk?
I don't know.
Do you want me to try and intimidate him?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the one with the axe.
You are the
to his
intimidating
throat.
looking one. So yeah, we'll
Intimidating looking one.
I'll give you advantage on your intimidation. Oh, Fenrir, did you want to do something when you wake up?
He just groans and kind of looks around, kind of opens his eyes, and then sees the chaos.
Okay.
Henley does help you sit up. So you're still sitting, but not laying on the ground. If Fenrir wants
he'll,
to.
I mean, he'll take your hand and he'll just like survey and see the chaos.
Lila, what was your intimidation check?
18.
18. Okay. Feeling that axe just get a little closer to the neck. He kind of just.
how many more people know that we're here?
No, there's about 12 more in here. Down farther by the still door.
Are they gonna come this way, or are they gonna wait for us?
He shrugs. I don't even know if they heard you. Or they'd probably be here by now. Or they could be biding their time. I don't know.
What is your role in all of this?
I'm just the guy that picks people off from a distance.
He's the one that took down Keth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at Lila and ask, you got any questions? What do we do with him?
I don't need him. I don't see a point in keeping him around right now. I'm not the one that wanted questions answered.
And there's that room that's off to the side of us still, right?
There's the room that's off to the side, which is where all the supplies are. Then the room that he came from, and the three other people that came, are where the barracks are, kind of where sleeping arrangements are.
And how far is that barracks area from?
It's probably like 10 feet behind him.
At that point, I mean, we obviously can't let him go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around, kind of survey the storage area. I think is probably going to be the best bet. Is there, like, what do I see in said storage area? Like, how is it kind of laid out? What's it look like? Are the boxes, stuff, kind of?
A lot of mining equipment.
Okay.
So you got picks in there. You have some kind of sledgehammers to help break apart rocks with, chisels as well. You do see a lot of makeshift beds in there that you can kind of assume the bandits were kind of making a room there too.
Right.
There's a lot of supplies, food-wise, and rations around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think
Henley's going to come up, dragging
Oscar.
Oscar. He's walking, but like Just got him like on a little leash thing.
Come on.
You got your rope that you tied him up with, and he's on a leash.
Whatever.
Fenrir would be walking up with them at this point. as well.
And she grabs the archer's bow and pulls out her short sword and just snaps the string so he can't use it.
Ooh, yeah, that makes him mad.
I
He
smirk.
death glares you.
So I think at this
I smirk
point,
at that for sure.
honestly, what Roscoe would do, because I think he's still a little unsure of himself and the decisions he's made based on the previous experience with the were creature person. I forget her name.
Emery.
Emery, yeah, and and how quick to jump the gun to kill her. As she was tied up, he was. So I think what Roscoe's actually going to do, he's going to try and knock the archer unconscious and then hide him behind something in the storage area. Tie him up, gag his mouth, make sure he can obviously breathe, make sure that he can't get away.
But make him as uncomfortable as possible.
Yeah.
So
And then go eat an apple out of the storage room.
5 health.
so Henley
I was gonna say that.
Just kidding.
It's a magic apple. Guys, these apples have healing powers.
Can we at least make it a cheese wheel? Make it a little more
There's a cheese
Skyrim.
well. That's kind of 10, I think. which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
HP.
The apples are the 5. The cheese, the entire wheel. You have to be able to eat the entire
or
wheel.
a
and you get
boiled
10.
But
sweet
you'd ha-
treat.
Or boiled sweet treat.
Beef
But
jerky.
with the cheese will, you'll have to make a Constitution saving throw, or you're constipated.
Oh, I think that's pretty close to Constitution. Makes sense to
Make a
me.
Constitution saving throw.
Constipation, Constitution.
But yeah.
So,
Go.
so with the knockout thing, if you're ready to do that,
Yeah.
I actually have a little mechanic for that.
He knew this was going to happen.
Henley also
Well, I also planned this.
Did we disarm him besides the bow?
We have not yet.
He's tied up. Like he's bound, but we haven't searched him yet.
Okay.
So-
I'll loot him after he's unconscious. That way he can't hurt me.
So with these knockout ones, which I'll give you advantage on this knockout thing, which I'll explain in a little bit. So this will give you, it'll be your strength versus his con save.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you advantage on that and him disadvantage. So on your damage, roll a d4, then add your strength to it, and I'll give you advantage on the damage roll.
So roll this one
Roll
twice.
roll the damage twice.
Okay.
What was it?
So that's plus my strength.
Plus your
modifier.
strength.
So that's 6.
6. Okay. And so how he's going to kind of try and resist a knockout is that he's going to use your same damage die, and he's going to add his Constitution modifier to it, or his
Okay.
con save to it,
Well, I've
to
got a
see if he breaks it.
I got a pretty high strength.
Okay. So what was it again?
2 on the die, total of 6.
Total 6. Okay. And he rolled a 1, so he doesn't beat it. So you knock him out.
Okay. So I'll knock him out, and then I kind of want to just rummage through his pockets, see what I can find, see if there's anything useful, pull any weapons he might have off of him off, take his gold,
His health potions.
His arrows.
arrows, health potions.
Yeah, so you pretty much strip him from. He has a couple daggers that he had.
No, I want to straight up strip him.
Oh,
No, for real.
Okay.
We could just take his armor off.
He
Yeah,
can
he has
keep his
leather armor.
shirt and his pants, but we'll take the armor.
Well, yeah, come on, guys.
Family friendly. Okay?
You're the one that said it.
Like you said, and I quote, "No, I'm going to
That
strip
way,
him."
if he does come to fight us,
Not, like,
that
naked.
he has no armor, he has no major weapon.
He's got nothing, he can really.
Okay. That's fine.
Anything that we would have left, I would have tried to probably tear apart at that point in time, so it was unusable.
Okay. Perfect. Kind of damage the armor, then cut it up.
Unless somebody else wanted it.
Anybody want some?
Give it to
Leather armor?
the arrow lady who shoots Fenrir.
Herla?
That's too big for her.
She shoots literally everybody but the person she needs to shoot.
She did some okay stuff this last time.
I think for now we'd just stash everything kind of in the room.
Okay. So you're going to put him back in the barracks?
Not in the barracks,
Okay.
but in the storage room.
In the storage room. Okay.
Because I feel like the barracks would be more likely to come across in the storage room.
Okay.
Do we also want to look in the storage room, see if there's anything of value in
Oh,
there?
absolutely.
Yeah, cheese wheels.
Okay.
Guys.
So you guys are
Goat legs.
doing investigations, trying to see
Yep.
what items they have. Okay, before we get to that, Boudreaux. So you and Hurla are standing around Keth. Keth seems pretty motionless at this time. Hurla is standing there as well. She's very stone-faced. You can sense some concern to her, but at the same time, she's just like, he signed up for this. He knew what we were getting into type idea.
And I feel like Boudreaux would be used to that with the lizard folk anyway.
Yeah. Very similar. Yeah. And then you see her kind of like perk up and like look at you. And she's just like, she tells you, how strong are you?
I mean,
You're probably a lot stronger than me.
I'm
him.
trying to resist telling a joke. I can't. It's such a serious situation.
Well, +4 on my strength modifier.
I was gonna be like, I mean, depends on how much I worked out. You smell. Lifts up arm. Okay. That does not happen.
I like the stutter. The
no.
Hit him
Hit them.
right across the jaw.
And he like takes a moment to feel like a coon-ass vibe. And then I think he's like, yeah, why not? And he does. He'll like pound his chest.
No, across the jaw.
Oh.
Open hand slap.
Oh yeah, and he does it full on. I'll roll a d4 if you want me to.
I need you to roll me an attack. I want to see if you can hit him. You can have advantage on it.
That's a 10.
It's a 10? Okay. You do hit him with it.
You successfully hit
How
the
much damage
unmoving
did you do to
dwarf.
him?
It is a d4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
D4 plus your strength. Max damage.
Nope. Hey.
2.
Where's my strength? That's a 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
You smack him, and his head jerks to the side, and Hurley just stares at him.
You go, please wake up.
And Hurley goes, huh. Volk did that to him once, and he was able to wake up. And there goes.
Boudreaux hugs him.
Keth takes a deep breath, and Hurley goes, I knew it would work.
Seriously, Boudreaux is like straddling him. He's like, oh, you're alive. You're alive.
And you hear it.
I'm just so happy.
He says, "Get off of him."
You're pushing the arrow in me.
He jumps off.
But Boudreaux wouldn't know that because he's speaking
And then,
in orc.
oh.
But those who
never mind.
know orc would hear him say that.
You're hurting him more. You're sitting on an arrow.
Oh. And then he like jumps off, and does he see the arrow?
Yeah.
He immediately pulls it out. Did that feel better, buddy?
Fenrir's gonna run over and
No.
use cure wounds on where the arrow.
Okay.
pulled
He does,
out.
have, a,
Just
he
pulled
does have a
out.
couple arrows in him.
Okay.
More than
There's an arrow
one.
in your butt.
I think
What?
we made that joke last time.
Probably.
I think we make that joke almost every time.
But yeah, you're able to just tell me what health you give him, Fenrir. Okay, for those
And
who are
then-
looking, yes, go ahead.
I'll
Nancy.
hand him a healing potion as well. If I have any left, I think I do.
Okay. For those who do investigations, what I'm going to do is I have like a base loot that you find that you kind of find for free. But for any bonus ones, I'm going to do this one a little differently than we've done in the past. So I don't have you guys roll 11 different rolls to figure out investigation checks. I'm going to take the average of everybody's investigation for any bonus things that you find. So, would you like me to tell you what you get now and then roll, or would you like to get it all together?
Just do it all at once.
Okay. Those who are looking, roll me an investigation check.
Was Boudreaux looting?
No.
12
Yeah.
health for
Okay.
Keth.
Thank you.
I gave him a normal healing potion.
So while they're looking for loot and stuff, I'm probably gonna go over to Boudreaux because he's the reason that I raged. And just make sure he's okay.
You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so investigation checks. You still looking there, Henley? What'd you get? What'd you get, Henley?
23.
Nice. And Boudreaux's not looking. Lila's not looking.
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 21.
21.
24.
24.
Ooh.
21.
What was your base roll? 19?
Yeah.
Henley? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll again what was yours?
Base 19.
Okay, which one of you wants to
Dang.
roll with advantage on their investigation checks because of Roscoe's?
We all want Fenrir too, because Abby's bad luck.
Well, he got a 24. And she got a 23.
Chances that we roll a d20 are 1 in 20. So,
I am usually bad luck, so...
I got new dice, so I'm kind of nervous. I'll do it. We'll stick with my original roll.
Okay, what'd you roll? Just curious.
It was a 12.
Oh, okay.
I would have laughed even more if it was a 1.
Okay, I just want to see what I had. A 5.
So I'm a hobble because I'm super injured right now. Up to well, I'm pretty bloody. I'm probably gross looking.
You're beautiful in my eyes.
Aw.
Yaw.
Up to Boudreaux, and I'm just gonna start freaking out. It's like, Boudreaux, are you okay? Are you hurt? Where?
No,
and I'm gonna start looking you over.
I'm good. And he's going to grab you by the shoulder and do Cure Wounds on you.
Aw.
Just a first level spell slot, because that's all I have left.
The last one.
Yeah, this is my last one.
Aw, he saved his last one for Lila.
It's a 1d8. Dude, that's awesome. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 health.
Nice. Love prevails.
Yeah, so he grabs you by the shoulder and he's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Did that feel a little better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Melts.
It's kind of like one of those slightly delayed reactions. Like, did it? Oh no, yeah, I did. Yeah.
I don't hurt as much. Weird.
But I'm still gonna like try and look you over and make sure that you're not hurt or anything, and then be like, I don't know what I would have done if something had happened to you. Kundas bless, nothing happened to you.
He smiles at that. He's like, oh. Well, he's good, but don't you think we should get out of here?
We haven't even come to do what we came to do. We can't leave now.
Yeah, but look at everybody. We can't stay here.
I mean, but we can't leave either.
No,
Who knows if we're going to be able to
listen.
get back?
I don't want you to stay here.
Well, I don't want you here either, which is the reason I think then you need to take your little tail and go out there where I know you're going to be safe.
Well, I think we should take this whole group and take all of their little tails out there, and then we're going to leave here together because we're family. And kept alive, so we really should go.
So, Lila, as you're like talking to Boudreaux and he mentions Keth's okay. So you look over at Keth and something catches your eye.
Okay.
On the big dwarf that was fighting Keth earlier, you notice that he was carrying a warhammer.
Okay.
This warhammer looks very familiar to you, especially Grotha.
Oh.
As you get closer to it and you pick it up to examine it, you recognize it as Thanix warhammer. The dwarf friend that you had when you were doing the guard duty for
Yeah.
the miners.
I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to kind of toss it in my hands and be like, where's that archer? I have a few more questions for him.
Okay, so you're marching toward him.
He's passed out, I'm sure, but,
Yes, he is.
Oscar's still awake, though.
Yeah, okay, but that's not my thought process. My thought process is,
The archer.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go
kind of look back to look to the archer and you notice that he's already gone. And you're like, dang it, that's what I remember.
at that point, I probably would try and get some answers out of Oscar then.
Okay, so
At-
everybody, yep,
At, like, knife point if I have to.
by hammer point. Okay, so everybody else is kind of looking around. You guys see Lila and Grotha marching towards Oscar, who I'm guessing is tied up and just kind of laying against the wall.
Nope, Henley still has him.
Henley's still dragging him around. Where's all the good loot? Tell me.
No, she just doesn't want him to run away.
Okay, well,
She will
Lila-
kill him if he runs
Lila
away.
and Grotha is marching towards you
Okay.
with not a very nice look in her eye.
No, yeah. Do you want me to roll for intimidation?
Henley goes, "What's going on?"
You can kind of see Oscar see Lila coming towards her, and he kind of scoots behind you. Henley.
Can I roll for perception?
No, you're looking for loot.
No. Okay. I'm hiding a body,
You're hiding a body.
but
Make it sound so bad.
Hide the body.
I also, so see how observant I am if I catch Lila marching over there, but also having known Lila for as long as I have, see if I can kind of get this is a normal angry Lila or there's reason behind this angry Lila sort of thing.
Inside.
Normal
will-
angry Lila.
Let me ask some questions first. Where you're hiding the body in the barracks, right? Or
Not,
in the barracks, in the supply
In
room.
the supply room, yeah.
Henley, where are you looking?
Oh,
That's true, because if you're out of sight of me.
I was probably looking at the bodies in the room, through the bodies, like.
Okay, and they're all out in the hallway area.
I would then move to the barracks.
I'll give you a
after.
perception roll.
Okay.
It's going to be on the higher side because you're inside the supply room and they're still outside. So
Right.
your vision is kind of
That's fair.
more skewed.
Do you want me to do it at disadvantage then, or just...
I'm just going to raise the DC on it.
Okay.
Be it a 14.
A matched.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. Okay, yeah. You notice a huffing Lila
Okay.
going after Oscar. I would say that Oscar probably did a little
A little squeal.
squill. Yeah. seeing
Okay.
seeing Henley making her stumble a little bit as he tries to go behind Henley.
Right.
That catches your eye, and that's when you see Lila
With a warhammer.
marching
Marching
towards
away.
her.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Fenrir,
pop
you
out
decide
there.
on where you're at, whether
He
you
was
see
by
this or not.
Henley with Oscar, I think.
Yeah, that's true. But then as we started to investigate, I wanted to investigate the guy that gave me my knockout blow. So I think I'm further down the hall.
Okay.
Towards the mouth of the
So you're
cave.
probably not noticing what's
Yeah,
going
I'm probably
on.
not noticing. He's
Boudreaux, you definitely see this because you were talking to Lila, and Lila took off towards Oscar.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So that's the scene. And action.
You! Why is this here? You tell me right now, or I swear I will take you apart piece by piece, and I won't care.
I'll tell you anything yet you want to know. I'll tell you everything.
You tell me why. Why is this here?
Why is what here?
Why is this weapon here?
I don't know.
Do you know who this belonged to?
No, I don't.
Henley's also probably cowering a little bit.
I imagine I will have gotten there behind her.
I don't know. How fast are you moving?
Well, it doesn't matter how fast. You were making a beeline when I noticed.
Well, yeah,
you.
I'm saying, but how, like, you noticed it, but how close was I? But between, like, when
You
that
guys
happened
were
and
like
when that-
20 feet away, so
Okay,
he was able
perfect.
to get up to you.
So I'm going to assume I got there right after. And at this point, I'm going to kind of casually put a hand on her shoulder
Okay.
You don't want to touch me right now.
and be like, Lila, what's going on?
I'm going to take a swing at him.
Roll an attack.
I don't hit you, but it's a 12.
Okay. You're able to see just a twitch of her, and you can see that hammer coming. And you're able to kind of duck out of the way.
Do not touch me.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Do you know whose this is?
If I knew, I probably wouldn't be asking.
Oh my gosh. You don't pay attention to anything, do you? Do you know whose this is? It's from the Hollow. Think about it. You saw him more often than not. He went with me the last time we came up here. Think about it.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Do you not notice anybody? This is Xanax. He would never go anywhere without this. He would never be seen without this. Unless something detrimental had happened.
At this point, Fenrir's gonna walk up and be like, "Couldn't he be with the miners behind the silver wall?"
Oh, I'm sure that he could be, but do you know any dwarves other than Boudreaux who would be willingly parted with their weapon?
I mean, probably not willingly, but I'm sure they didn't give him a choice if he was up here with the miners.
Oscar, I swear, if you were lying to me, I will.
I don't know. He had it before I came up here.
Why were you even here?
Well,
The agreement was you take off.
I was locked up. How could I take off?
Oscar, what are you doing up here? What happened?
Well, the group came, the bandits came down and they was kind of raiding and pillaging the hollow, and they found me, and it was kind of one of those things like it's either I go with them or they kill me. So
What?
ta-da.
What have you told them?
I didn't tell them anything important.
Okay,
What's not important?
And then I'm gonna look over at Lila and be like, "Where are the divorce papers?"
Okay. That's a running joke. You can't say that in the podcast.
Not as a
Nobody's
character.
gonna know the context.
I'm gonna look over at Boudreaux and I'm like, Boudreaux, will you?
Do you want me to go into that storage unit and get the kidney beans?
I want you
Not the kidney beans.
to take Lila with you into the storage room and find the kidney beans because she needs to cool off.
Come on, Lila.
And she's not gonna listen to any of us but you.
Got it. And he grabs her arm in a nice way, but like in a let's skip around kind of way. And he marches you off to the.
I'm gonna kind of trying to shrug you off a little bit, and I'm gonna glare at Roscoe, and I'm gonna look at Oscar and say, "I am not done with you."
Like, we will get your answers.
He swallows hard. Visibly just
Big
seeing-
Adam's apple. As Boudreaux takes
Do
her.
I mean,
Oh.
sorry, go ahead.
As Boudreaux takes her, because you let him take you.
Yeah.
He looks back and puts his two fingers to his eyes and then goes back to
Oscar.
Oscar. I got my eyes
watching
on you kind of
you.
vibe. And then he turns back and smiles at Lila and then goes into the storage.
I like it.
So now knowing the context of where the hammer comes from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would I know any more of the relation between Lila Grotha, I guess, and this person?
Thanik.
Do you think anything would have been communicated? I mean, would I know? Let me ask you. Would I know any? Would you have?
Well, I mean,
And I-
he was.
I knew you
part of
guys
the-
were buddies at the Hollow, but there's more to it, right? Would I know?
Well, there wasn't very many dwarves there, and there weren't very many people that Garatha would spend time with, other than Thanik and Farja.
Right, but would that have been from no? I would know you knew them.
Oh,
But is there
as much
more
as
to
we
it,
stayed
right?
in the hollow, you probably would have noticed that was the only people when that personality kind of was dominant. If you've noticed the difference,
Right.
You would have seen them
So-
hanging out.
I would
Yeah.
see him hanging out, but is there? I mean, there's more to the backstory, right? There's more to that relationship, or is it just from knowing him at the Hollow?
just knowing
No,
about
not
the
the
hollow.
hollow.
Okay, great. Okay, that answers that question. Okay, so at that point, then I will turn back to Oscar,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put my weapon away. You know, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not scared of you. You're not a threat to me. And I'm gonna look at Henley, and I'm gonna say, will you untie him, please?
No.
Well, I tried. And then I'm going to turn back to Oscar and be like, I need to know more of what's happening in the cave.
I will tell you everything you need to know.
Okay. Start from the beginning. I mean, where exactly are we at? Where is everyone at? Do you know anything about the scarecrows and how to defeat the scarecrows? You give us information and I will go to bat for you, but you kind of threw us under the bus when we turned around and you were with these guys. And I get it was for your own safety. I understand that because, no offense, but you're kind of a coward. So I get it was like your life or going back with them, and they didn't know how much you had told us. I understand that. But at this point, you're still a bad guy. And she's not going to untie you unless you can give us something concrete that we can work with. And I know that by the end of this conversation, I can at least somewhat trust you, even if it's to just leave you here with Captain Unconscious in the other room.
Captain Unconscious. Sorry.
I will tell you everything that I can to the best of my knowledge.
Welcome to Tomes of the Chaos Bard mid-show break. I'm your host, Rupert Bumpkin, from the Rocky Talkie Gnome Radio Network. First item of business is the 5-star reviews. Remember that Solemn will give you a shout-out and read your review on Solemn's column. Then he will review your review. It's great fun. Second is the Ko-Fi. This is our Patreon merchandise store. You can purchase keychains, coloring pages, and MP3s of our songs. You can also commission to feed the cast, or write a letter to Dear Boudreaux. If you are interested in becoming a patron, there are 3 tiers, each with varying rewards, including a full post show, DM Days deep dives, and coloring activity book with exclusive art. Go to ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard. That is Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, and help us grow. And last but not least, the biggest way you can help us is share us with your friends and family. That is all, folks. Back to the show.
My knowledge. So, to your previous point, where the information that I told them, I told them that when they came in, they were asking where Dracarys was, and I'm like, I don't know. And I don't know when he's coming back, but he's been gone for a little bit. And that's kind of information that they already knew, that he was gone.
Right, that's pretty general information at this point.
Uh-huh. So I told him that, and I told him who was kind of important to take.
And who's important to take?
Well, I told him that Valorin was kind of in charge around here, and pointed him out. Also pointed out that one fellow that you don't like, the one that was wearing
Mendrick.
Yeah, him. I told him where he was because they were looking for him specifically, and just so happens that that cleric lady was kind of tending to me, and they took her as well because I guess the scary-eyed guy was here, and he thought she was really important.
Who is this? Would I know this? Like,
way back in like episode 4, or 4, 5, or 6, one of the 3, he mentioned that the group up in the canyons, one of the guys were like a magic guy, that he had scary eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna be like scary-eyed guy.
Yeah, he's the magic guy.
Is he here in the mines?
Not here, but he's with that that new guy. What is his name?
Does that new guy happen
like-
to be a paladin? Lots of armor, possibly a big hammer.
Very
magic-y.
heavily armored, yes.
Ugh.
He
What?
was like clothed.
Cloth
Des?
Des?
Yes.
Great.
There's been a lot of hubbub about him around here.
Tell me about Mr. Scary Eyes.
I don't know much about him. He was here before Cloth Des showed up, but I guess he, you see him kind of like he's in the mode now, the rat mode. I heard rumors, okay, that the Scary Eyes guy and Cloth Des worked together, and the Scary Eyes guy was here to kind of introduce Cloth Des to what is his name? The Marlowe.
Marlowe.
He was here to introduce Marlowe, and Marlowe's kind of little bodyguard person that he initially brought here. Her name is Natlin, and she's actually here. She's down by the steel door. Not a nice lady.
Okay, tell
Very
me.
pretty, but not a nice lady.
Great. Tell me a little bit about her, because that's probably going to be the next person that we really come up to, right?
Yeah, she's the big wig around in here.
Okay, so tell me a little
Other
bit.
than Klosted's guy, but you guys took care of him. Yeah.
Wait, we did?
The guy he left in charge here.
So Clothes is not here anymore?
He's not here. He's over with Mendrick and Bellerin.
Further down in the cave.
With Scary Eyes.
Right, further down in the cave.
He's
right?
over in the main bandit location.
Okay.
Where you guys mentioned about those scarecrows?
Right, but we can get there from here.
I don't know.
We can. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me about Natlin.
So Natlin works for Marlowe, and she was originally his bodyguard that was going to help kidnap not Marlowe. The other guy.
Mendrick?
Mendrick, yes. He was going to capture Mendrick. She was going to help him capture him. But then this Clothes came by and sweet-talked his way into kind of replacing her. Even though she still works for Marlowe, she's kind of been put down, and Costez now in charge, and she's not happy about that.
Could she be persuaded to help us take out Cloth Des?
I don't know. She does have a lot of people. Her crew is all down at the Stills door, so that helps you. If you would have killed one of her crew, that wouldn't have been good for you. She is very scary.
What are her abilities?
She is heavily armored, and she has 2 swords. She has a long one and a short one, and I've seen her use them while the Hollow was being attacked.
She's pretty deadly with them.
A dual wielder.
She's pretty tall, pretty big.
I'm gonna kind of look at Henley and be like, and because you're there too, right, Fenrir? Kind of just looking around and stuff, and I'm okay.
You can tell that Fenrir is getting really nervous.
Yeah, I'm join the club.
From the other room, you hear, I don't need beans. I need answers.
Beans are the answer.
How many are at that door with Natlin?
I think, I don't know, maybe 8, maybe 12. I don't do a head count. I think there's about 12, because me and Vern, and he like points over and he's like, oh, Vern's dead. We were kind of bringing them food. We were kind of their little servants down there.
Okay.
And so that's why we were coming up to get food, and then we saw you guys, and well, you guys know the rest of the story, but they are waiting for their food. So
if I were to send you down the hall, could you get Natlin to come back up this way by herself?
Like telling her that you're here?
No.
Oh.
Come up with a reason to have her come up the hall. Like, if we could come up with a reason, do you think you could say, hey, Natlin, the guys up here have a question for you or something? Because she's kind of in charge of this whole area, right?
Well, she's kind of in charge of her guys, and Cloth Des left Benny in charge. But now Benny's dead.
So what if you were to go down and say, hey, Benny needs to talk to you about something? Would she?
Benny fell down the well.
Do you think she'd come back up this way?
I highly doubt it. I mean, we could try, but I think she'd be mad at me if I didn't bring any food.
You could take some food.
Well, that's why I had 2 people, so we could carry all the food down there. I can't carry it all by myself.
Take half the tray down there. Say, Benny's being a jerk to Vern. You want to come help me get the rest of your food?
We could try that.
Okay. We'll think about it.
Okay.
Because she might, if she's this upset at Cloth Des, and at this point I'll kind of be looking at Henley and Fenrir here. It's like, if she's this upset at Cloth Des, maybe we can have her help dealing with them. Because I don't know that we are strong enough to deal with dual-wielding Mega Lady, Scary Eyes, Magic Man, and Cloth Des.
Yeah, her guys are pretty tough. Like, if you guys kind of looking around at the group, struggled with these ones. Most of these guys were just hired hands. There was only a few that actually worked with Cloth Des.
Right.
The other ones were like me, just hired.
Oscar, how do we know if we did something like this, you wouldn't just go down there and tell them?
You have my word? And he gives you a cheesy grin.
I swear I'm going to tear him apart.
No.
I don't know that would work.
They could.
Fenrir, can't you disguise yourself?
I can disguise myself, or I can say that Cloth Des sent me as a bard to help the morale of the people in the cave, and I am a hired hand, another hired person in the cave, but more to entertain.
That's could be believable.
It's an option, but we still need to get her away from the rest of her people to talk to her.
Leave that to me. And he smiles.
I don't like it, but it might be our only option. At least at the moment.
Yeah. You take a 10-minute breather and eat some food and rest up a little bit. See what other goodies we've got along here. Maybe there's something we can find from these guys that might help this case a little bit.
Oscar, when were you supposed to take the food down?
Well, probably within the next half hour. Or she might get antsy. And
Would she come up if she gets antsy?
she would probably
Or would she send somebody?
She'd probably send somebody.
How many people behind the gate are still alive, do you know?
I have no idea. I just know that when, because these guys enjoyed bragging, that they took out some of the guards that were up here.
Lila comes raging out.
So, and the miners, a lot of the miners are gone as well.
Okay.
And so I'm not 100% sure, but I know they took out quite a bit of them. I do know that she's been working on getting that door down or finding a way, and I understand that they are pretty close of getting in.
Okay.
And then you hear, but I really want to eat it, please.
You cannot eat the whole thing.
But it.
No, No. Remember how we talked about this? Too much of a good thing is not a good thing.
But it's a good thing.
Do you not want to be able to, go for a while?
Did you see what we just went through? I'm gonna eat this whole thing. I deserve it.
Did I see what we just went through? Did you see what I just went through?
But you can have some.
You share with me?
Yeah, I will.
So I'm gonna ask these two, Fenley and Henry. Ask Henley and Fenrir kind of what they think about the whole idea of getting her up here to try and talk to her.
Okay.
Henley, Fenrir.
Fenrir can talk his way through a lot.
It's true.
Fenrir can, Zeb can.
That's how I feel about my character. My character has really high charisma, but I can't.
Yeah.
That's okay. Just go into one of your personas.
Good point.
Which
got
one?
this.
Which one's gonna do the magic?
Fen's gonna do it.
No,
Fenrir.
hot yoga Fenrir.
You guys
use his
need to
charm.
relax.
You just need to chill, guys.
And then he casts that mist cube thing, and it goes. Do you feel the steam? It's relaxing. Deep breath.
So I'm gonna look back at Oscar at this point and be like, if we do this, you're stuck with us for the rest of this adventure
How long is that?
until we get through the caves.
You mean deeper in the caves?
Well, we're here to save the guy we don't really like.
Why?
We're getting paid.
Long story.
Oh, that's valid.
And if you help us and not betray us,
You get to life.
I won't set Groth on you.
And he kind of looks over to where he hears a bunch of that noise and talking. Okay, but I do have to warn you. Deeper into the caves, I've heard, and I haven't seen them, but I've heard that there's these mushroom people, like mushroom men and scary little fish people.
Great.
I heard that they'd because all the dead bodies, that they did, they were piling them down, way down, so the bodies didn't stink and stuff, and so they could hide them. Well, I guess they came and grabbed them.
That's a little unsettling.
Yeah. So just that's a heads up.
We potentially have a map, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the scarecrows?
All I know is that when Cloth Des came, he had them. He brought them. They weren't here when I was here, but when he showed up, he brought them with him. And I know that some hollow people came up to try and do a rescue mission, and the scarecrows kind of took them out, and they kind of uses them as a deterrent to be don't even think about it.
Right. Do you know, has he said, have you overheard anything about any way to destroy them or deactivate them or even what their powers are?
I haven't seen them in action. I've just heard about them, and I haven't. I understand there's some They're creepy, from what I understand.
Yes, they are.
Have you ran into these before?
We've ran into a scarecrow, not these exact two, but we have ran into one.
Oh, so you're more of an expert than I am.
It's a nervous laugh.
Yeah. Little joke there.
Let's step into the storage room here. I'll look at Henley and Fenrir again. We can discuss it with these guys real quick and eat a little bit of food and.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Nope.
I don't want to go in there with her.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Boudreaux say you'll be okay.
But do you agree to help us on this?
I will help any way I can.
You betray us. And I'm not going to stop that hammer from coming towards your face.
Or my bow if you try and run.
And my
There it is.
Technically, it'd be my axe.
no,
but
it was
okay.
Keth. That was Keth.
I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want to see anything come to you. And I know you've been just got the tail end of every option that's ever been put in front of you, and I want to try and help you get out of that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But I'm not going to put my team in jeopardy. So if at any point I even think that this is going to go sideways because of your involvement, I will personally put an arrow in you.
I will be loyal to you.
Great. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys head into the supply room.
He's
You
eating
guys-
a whale cheese.
Yes, I am.
No. Ding.
Like a corn on the cob with a wheel. You guys mentioned earlier that you were doing some looting, so now's the perfect time to do that. I still have your rolls from earlier. Would Lila and Boudreaux join in at this point for looting?
Yeah.
No.
Now seeing that everybody else is doing that.
She looted the hammer. She's good.
I don't
I
really
wouldn't
want
call that looting.
Reclaiming is what she would call it.
Is it just dead bodies that we're looting?
You guys
Right
can,
now, that's what you're looking at. You're
We
looking at
stripped the
Okay.
other dude.
Then I don't.
And
I
there's-
want
there's-
to look around. I don't want to loot bodies. Yeah.
There's
Okay,
still the
that's fine.
barracks.
You can still roll an investigation
Because
check.
Hanley was going to look at the dead bodies.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation. I'll get it added to the rest of this.
better be in the 20s because we're all in the 20s.
Oh, it's gonna be. Let's see what's my investigation. Oh, it's 18.
That's close enough.
I thought I had more than a +1. So
It makes sense for Boudreaux not to have more than one a +1.
excuse me.
Okay.
Investigation is intelligence, not wisdom.
All right. So with that, there's some rolls that I need you guys to do.
D12? Or
I need somebody to roll me a d6.
Me. 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d100 6 times.
Oh boy. Can I do it?
We all
do
Oh yeah, we all
You
do
can
one.
all do it.
And Hurla can do one.
And Hurla can do one.
45.
Okay, 45.
You take a D10 and
And the
the 0
D100,
one, and
yeah.
you roll those.
Yep.
I got 100.
You got 100 triple zeros?
Yeah.
Nice.
What did you get? 40. Shh. He hasn't asked me yet.
Boudreaux?
40.
You got Lila? Roscoe?
Yeah, 50.
What did...
It's a 9.
Okay. And what did Hurla roll?
68.
68. You guys find 398 copper pieces.
Oh my gosh. Together?
Yep, this is
So we have to split it.
You'll have to split it if you guys want to split it. Or keep
Okay.
it in a party fun type idea.
Okay, somebody else write it down then.
I'm writing it down.
Got it.
Okay, somebody roll me a d4.
Me. That's my favorite dice. 2.
Okay, roll me 2 d100s.
14.
Okay.
7.
You find 21 silver pieces. Poor bandits.
We got the poor
Have
ones.
you wrote
They were
that
on the
down?
short end of the
Yeah.
stick over here. Okay.
Roll me a d10, and then somebody roll me 2 d20s.
You got the D20s?
We'll do a D20.
8.
That's on the d10.
Yeah.
You find 8 health potions
Did you want to roll or do you
18.
want me to roll?
on both of them.
On one of them.
On one of them. Roll me another one.
16.
Okay, you find 34 rations.
Nice.
Now for your bonus loot, because your average was above 20. So you get the max loot that I had planned.
So while they're doing this, by the way,
'Kay.
I'm just sitting in the corner.
Okay. So,
I'm assuming we just all pile it up in the middle.
and look what I found.
A long-term deposit.
Not for Swindell, though. Except for Roscoe's portion.
Okay, somebody roll me a D100, please.
I will.
You got it, Kim.
33.
Okay, I need 2 D6s, please.
Me. That's a 3 and a 6.
That makes 9.
9. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we were putting them together.
Yep, that's a 9. But you find 9 different colored gems.
Ruby, sapphire, emerald.
And right on there, each one of them's worth 50 gold.
50 gold apiece.
Gold? Or like
Sorry,
silver?
silver. Thank
Nope.
you.
You said
Silver.
gold.
You said
It's
gold.
in my book.
I was like, screw this like cloth dead person. We'll just take
We're
that and go.
Score! Score! Okay, now I need somebody to roll me another D100.
I got it. 33.
Hey, that's the same one I rolled.
You find another health potion,
Is it just a regular?
just a regular. Another D100, please.
97.
Ooh, this one, you find a greater health potion.
No fair.
And I believe a greater health potion is a 4d4 plus 2. Okay, one more D100, please.
I'm not looting, so it's not.
Okay.
I mean, I will gladly roll it for you, but I'm not looting.
Roscoe's gonna roll it. What does he get?
44.
So this potion that you find, you're kind of looking around in it, and it's kind of like a dark green to it, with like swirls of like a light green. It doesn't have a label on it,
I
but
love
you
mysterious
find
potions.
this one particular on that large dwarf.
The potion.
Lila, as
Yep.
you continue, you're just kind of glancing around and everything, and something else catches your eye.
Okay.
You see a crossbow, a large, heavy crossbow.
Like
Here.
too large for me, or just like a heavy duty one?
This one looks familiar as Farja's crossbow.
Oscar, I swear! It's a matching set. I'm telling you, something happened to those dwarves. Goroth is not going to be nice, and neither am I. Also, guys, we need to do something about this now.
And Oscar picks up and he's like, we are getting close to where she might be sending somebody up here. So if he looks over
Wait,
at Fenrir.
who's sending
If
who?
if we're gonna go deliver food, we better get going.
I'm going to real quickly fill these two in on the plan.
Okay.
Word vomit.
Fenrir, you should actually dress up as like one of the guys that we just found.
I don't know if we have the time.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we kind of got to.
But if we got to go, we got to go.
Okay.
Okay.
We could just send him.
No.
No. Can
no.
we give you some of the healing potion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might want to do that.
Heal up, Holmes.
Okay, this is a good time that if you guys want to take healing potions to heal up, now's a good time to do it. While you're taking your kind of stroll around town.
Who needs health potions?
I'm
JK.
gonna hand Fenrir one of my hand axes
Okay.
and say, "You lose this, and I swear, on top of everything else that I've lost right now, I will find your body and find that necromancer and bring you back just so I can kill you."
Are you sure that's
Hey,
why?
I
As
know
he
one.
reaches up, you see him kind of tremble.
Sorry, because we're not in combat, are we getting full points out of these health potions, or are we rolling for?
Yes.
Okay.
You can get full things out of these potions.
And that's 2d4 plus 2.
Correct. So it's a total of 10.
Honestly, you guys could take a short rest for Oscar and I go down there.
That's
With
true.
the food.
That would be nice.
Because what you guys been doing has been counted towards that hour. And you guys have probably been doing this for about 20 minutes. Looking around,
Okay.
checking
Yeah, I'm gonna
things.
do that.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay. I'll take a health potion.
Okay, you'll take a health potion.
Oh, wait, no. We have hit dice, huh?
If you guys are going to stay up here while Fenrir and him go, you can do your hit dice. You can.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a health potion.
But that decision is now made that you're staying.
Yep.
Once you start doing hit dice.
And so you're taking one of the 8 potions as well, Boudreaux?
No, I'm going to see what my hit dice does.
Hurla and Keth are still in the hall, by the way.
Okay.
Keth doesn't seem to be able to be moved well.
I can only take 1 hit die, right?
You can take up to your level.
Okay.
Which I believe everybody's level 4, correct? So you can roll up to 4 hit die.
I'm going to go give Keth one of those health potions.
Okay. He's about half health now. Fenrir, is there anything particular you want to do before you start heading down with Oscar?
Make sure that I'm going to put on, just kind of brush off my leather armor if I have like any blood or anything on it. Get presentable, like just slide over my...
yeah, because you fell last
like,
time, so you're pretty dirty.
Yeah, so I'm going to take out of my pack like those like bard dress robes.
Oh, okay.
And I'll put those on over my armor and dust up my face a little bit. Take out my violin or my viol as we carry the food down there.
You probably would have to store it because you got to help carry the food.
Okay, I will carry the viol around my back.
Okay.
As I help carry the food.
Make it blatantly obvious that that's what you are.
Yep.
Your bard clothes are a little tight because they're normally put on without your armor. So they're a little tight.
You're just a heavy-set bard.
You're beefy.
Hey, you know you're the...
You work out, bro.
Well, this bard knows that he's out here with people that are fighting. It makes sense.
So you start heading down there so out of that 34 rations, you need to subtract 12 of them because they're going to take that much food down there for them.
Okay. Oh, and before you leave, I go, but take the Ronin berries. And I give him the Ronin berries to give to him.
Thank you.
Make sure they eat those.
Okay.
You know what those do, right?
I know from personal experience.
Personal experience. Okay. I think with that's a good time to stop for tonight. What?
I actually have poison. Should we? No.
No.
No, because I've told you what the plan is. Is ultimately our goal is to try and coerce her into helping us because she's mad at the people further down the cave.
Okay, you're lost.
Just really wanted to use the poison. But yes, we're going to close it out here now. Thank you guys for listening. Much intrigue, much loot that we got going on. I'd like to give D.A. Nichols a special shout out for writing our songs and music. Don't forget to check out her TTRPG on DriveThruRPG.com, Shields of Power. Also a special thanks to Realmwalker, freesound.org, Tabletop Audio, and Monument Studios for the extra sounds and music. With that, I am DM Dave, and to the right I have
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Mylan Grotha.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And join us next time as we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye!